What would you do if you had exact direction, instruction, guidance on how to set up your pre-retirement? What would that look like? Here it is. It's Super Bowl Sunday and still a couple hours away from the game for anybody out there who celebrates or cares. Some years I do, some years I don't. This year I don't particularly care about it, other than the fact that I'm here with my parents, spending some time with them. So I'll get to watch the game with them. So that will be nice. That'll be fun. But I wanted to update you a little bit on what has happened for me today. So I scheduled two different events today, which was a mistake. Two virtual events that I scheduled. One was a free event, part of my monthly GenX virtual coffee chats. The second one was a vision board celebration. And the reason why I scheduled them on the same day, back to back, was because while I'm here visiting my parents, I have a small window of availability and opportunity. So I was trying to fulfill obligations and promises that I had made and keep it to a small segment. So that's why I put them in back to back. It did get confusing for some people, and I think it might have been better had I kept them on completely separate days. But having said that, still had a wonderful time in both circumstances. Two groups of amazing Gen X women coming together for different purposes. First one was about connection and conversation. Second one also, and a couple of you from this platform joined us, which was awesome to meet some of you in virtual real life and real time. But again, very common themes coming up. So there's work to be done within the themes that we're talking about. So many of us are tired. So many of us are feeling stuck, feeling burnt out, feeling like we're just going through the motions and running that hamster wheel. I'm hearing from you in the comments from my last handful of videos about pretirement, that decade and a half or so before you retire, and what that looks like. And a lot of you just expressing that you feel like you're running out of steam and you want to be able to go in a new direction. You want to be able to do something differently, but you're not even sure where to start. And that theme came up again with both groups that I met with today. Loneliness came up again, which is coming up repeatedly. Not being clear on exactly what we want next. Lots and lots of recurring themes and common themes. So in the meantime, in the background, what I'm doing is I'm putting together a masterclass to really sort of a how to design your pre-retirement masterclass. And I want it to address all facets. I'm going to be pulling from my own experience, but I'm also going to be pulling from other people's experiences and people that I've connected with, and pulling in from expert resources, et cetera. I really want to provide as many Gen X women as much guidance as I can on what can you do at this point in your life if you are feeling that brick wall. Take it anymore. You're just done, and you need to figure out how to get out of that and how to create joy. I have experienced such a vast transformation in the last few years, and I am in such a beautiful space right now. I want to help as many other women as I possibly can to experience the same and to feel the same. And so that's what this masterclass is about. So what this video is about right now is I want to hear from you. I want to make sure that I pack this masterclass with everything that you need. What do you need to see? What do you need to learn? What questions do you need answered? Like, think about it right now. If the concept of pretirement as a practice, and that's really about creating a more intentionally joy-filled life and existence right now as we have that phase before retirement. What do we want that to look like as we're continuing to have to generate income because we're not ready to retire? What do we want that to look like? What questions do you need answered in order to make that happen for you? If you can't figure out how to extract yourself from your corporate job, what do you need to learn to do that? What would be most helpful for you? So I'm literally in the throes of putting this class together now. I'm working on it at all kinds of crazy hours because I want to get it to you as soon as I can, just based on the responses that I'm getting from you. Many of you have many other people relying on you, and you can't let go of those obligations and responsibilities. So there's a lot of feeling like you can't start something new. You can't go in a new direction. There's a lot of, uncertainty around that. So I have shared in previous videos a little bit of the how, a little bit of, how I went about it, some of the things that I did. But I want to make sure that I'm specifically addressing what you think that you would need. So think about that right now. What blanks need to be filled in to enable you to be able to make a big pivot personally and professionally? Starting something new, wrapping up something old, distancing yourself from something or someone that's not serving you any longer. What is the missing ingredient, the missing either piece of inspiration, piece of information? What would it take to make that happen for you? That's my question on this big Super Bowl Sunday. If you did not attend either of the sessions that I had going on today, the first session, I think we had like 10 women for the coffee chat. Maybe it wasn't, maybe 7, 8, something like that. And we had some great conversation, found some great commonalities, and the women supported each other and were really there for each other, and were able to share a little bit about their own current reality and current experiences, which I found very beautiful. And I'm going to send them an email afterwards so that they can connect with each other if they want to. So we do those chats every month. The second Sunday of the month, I'm doing those free of charge. That's my way of giving back. That's my way of giving as many Gen X women as possible a chance to connect with each other and a chance to be heard, to be seen. And then the second session, we had 12 or 13 women come together for a vision board exercise, which is always really cool to do that. And I think it's helpful to do that in a group. And we had fun dreaming and looking at images and coming up with what our future is going to look like, and then practiced bringing it to life and manifesting it. We talked about the details around that. And so I'm not sure when I'll do another one of those, but it was very, very impactful. I'll probably, when I do this masterclass, there'll probably be a little bit about vision setting too, because I think that it's an important factor. So if you haven't joined me for one of my live events yet, I strongly urge you to do so in the future as I continue to post. As I said, the monthly coffee chats are free of charge, but then I also offer other events with an enrollment fee. And I'm actually looking to do some sort of a membership where we can do these events on an ongoing basis together and kind of get to know each other a little bit deeper. But that's coming after. Right now, my focus is Masterclass for Pretirement. What should I include? What do you want to know? What answers do you need? Where can I connect the dots or fill in the blanks? Please leave it in the comments. I need your feedback while I'm building this literally as we speak. So I need your comments and input ASAP. Thank you. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. I will go into other topics soon. I know I've been on pretirement for a while, but it's clearly something that we all want to explore together. Like and subscribe. My name is Amy Palmer. I am your Gen X Big Sister. Signing out.